Today is June 25th. We're doing hamstrings and closed hip and some core. Laid back like summer. So go ahead and hang back into your back body. Nice. And let the back of your head get heavy, like in a good way. Gently tone your abdomen just enough so that your front body sinks into the back body, even as you're standing here. And this is a good time of year when, you know, the energy is warm and high, and to fill out our silhouettes in various levels. So sometimes when we have limited energy, we collect whatever we have into the front body just to survive, right? It's literally a survival mode function, but kind of marinate yourself in the abundance of summer and hopefully a little more time in your life, and not no rush and all the things, and so expand that spaciousness into your back body. So use that extra leeway, extra energy to fill out your back body. You know, long run, in preparation for harder times, like whatever that is. Maybe it's just next December, you know, or something else. So round yourself out. If you're a visual person, you know, imagine you're a sculpture and you're filling out not just the front, but all around. In art school, that was a big thing. When you made a sculpture, it had to be significant from all sides and not just from the front, because that would be two dimensional. So make yourself three-dimensional. A few more breaths here into your back body. And then feel the line from the sits bones down into the heels. Oops. All right. To open the practice, take 3 very conscious inhales through the nose and exhales through the mouth. Nice. Relax the arms, open your eyes. Go ahead and stand on your right leg, bend your left knee. I am mirroring. Okay. So move your left knee to the left. So turn it to the left and then in again a lot. So way in. So you get a stretch through here ish. I'm feeling it more here in the hip. So it's all good. And so do a couple of these and really root down firmly through the standing leg foot. Good, Erin. Turn that standing leg foot to face forward. It is still doing a turnout. All right. And now, so these are called standing hip circles, meaning I'm gonna invite you to lift. So turn in, lift the foot, keep it lifted, turn out, and then place it back. And then I'm just go like speeding this up. So this is the full version of it. It's a figure 8. So you're crossing in front of your body and in the back of your body, and try to harness your back body that you contacted earlier to prevent yourself from wobbling, right? So basically glutes, 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 and hamstrings to keep that leg steady. Nice. Whoa. And then feel free to, it's summer. Imagine you're a kid and you're like at the pool, you're trying out all these crazy things. So like try stuff out. So and like in the spirit of primal movement, I think we've lost some of the sense of play that living beings are born with. Right? So even animals have this playful side. They're just like, oh, what happens if I do this? So Yeah. Ooh. Okay, that heated me up. I'm like, okay, side two, stand on your left leg. Just start by internally and externally rotating. So what this does is it fires up those rotators around the deep six around your hip joint. And it also stretches the TFL when you're turning it in. All right, now before you start picking up that foot, really harness the power of those glutes. Good, bend the standing leg knee. And pull the knee towards the pinky toe side of the foot before you start going out on the limb, right? So, and then feel free to start moving this. And if this is too much, but all y'all are doing great. I don't even have to say anything, but you could just regress it a little bit and then just do part circles until you feel really in control of that back body. Yeah. Now do it. Keep doing it. Engage here. More. You should come in for your private on before Wednesday. Okay? I'll give you more glute work. Okay? Uh-huh. Now go all out, do the crazy thing. Oh yeah, we don't use the word crazy anymore, do we? That's a good thing. But it's ingrained. I've used it for almost 50 years, so, since I could speak. Okay. Woo! All right. From here, let's shift side to side a little bit, just kind of this hip hinge. All right. From here, come into a kneeling lunge. Take your right leg forward, left leg back, and this is where you have that extra blanket. All right, shifting forward. Go ahead and tuck your tailbone. Right in here, engage your back chain. So again, like visually, I mean, like for me, it's visual. Like somatically, for me, the somatic is a visual thing. But like have that energy draining from here into the back body, and you can give it a color too, meaning fire these babies up. Right, so anatomically a cue would be drag your back foot further back without moving it. That will have that energy filter in. That engages the hamstrings. All right, now tuck your tail more. Also, you can do a slight turnout like that. So from here, it would like, yeah, so this is all glute centric. Fire the hamstrings up, extend the arms back, and exhale. Lean forward, reach forward. Couple more like this. This is kneeling lunge with chest expansion. And keep going. And firing up the back chain of the front leg would be what? How would you do that? Keep going. Firing up the hamstrings of the front leg. Dragging. What, Heather?
Press the heel into the ground.
Press the heel into the ground would be one. And the other one is drag the front foot isometrically back towards the back foot. You feeling that? Mm-hmm. Okay, so fire those up. What we're trying to do today is work on both strengthening and opening the hamstrings. So both go hand in hand, right? Strength and ease. Usually it's a misconception, really, to think that stretching is all you need to do to open the hamstrings. That would just only be phase two. So strengthening, firing them up is phase one, which is what we're doing now. So again, do a couple more rounds where you're focusing on firing up that back chain with all of your tools. Even as you're doing these motions back and forth, think of dragging both feet towards the back of the room whenever you can. Nice. All right, now let's lean forward. Lift the front toes up. I'm going to challenge you to keep your balance All right, and then turn the leg in and out. It depends. If you are able to keep your bat flat, which you are, Erin, you can straighten that front knee. And that's good too. Yeah. So we're just trying to hit all the attachments. There are three hamstrings. They attach at different angles on the femur, on the sits bone, in like inner and outer. So that's why we're turning the legs. So we hit all those. And then keep doing this and actively press that left heel into the floor. You feel that? Micro bend the front knee in order to fully engage the hamstrings, because the hamstrings reach across the back of your knee, right? That's why when you bend your knee, you're also engaging the hamstrings. So slight knee bend, in which case my answer would be bend the knee if you're trying to straighten, if you're trying to fire up the hamstrings, and drag the front foot towards the back foot. Right? Keep all that activation and lean forward. Maybe hands on the floor, maybe not. It's up to you. Fold forward. You feel free to drop your head at this point. Good. And then come on up. Reach up. Let's do a few of these. Again, it's so interesting. We're in the same damn position, right? But we're doing very different things. What I want you to do is lean forward and press as hard as you can through that front foot. And then press so hard that the foot is the thing that makes your body rise. So push the foot into the floor to make your torso rise. That is the essence of a Romanian deadlift, right? So that's it's just really hard, even in fitness, to get people to do the right, like have the right things firing. Okay, so a couple more like this where you're allocating the work into your hamstrings so that. And this, Keith, I think this approach in the long run is going to be the thing that actually opens your hamstrings. Is eccentric contraction. You know what that is? Yeah. So finding that moment where you're loading the hamstring, but you're also lengthening it at the same time. Or you're loading it while you're lengthening, while you're stretching. All right, now use that to come up. That's concentric contraction, this part. Right? Switch sides. If y'all are interested in all the techniques of stretching, come to my German workshop in Berlin on July 11th. I will happily translate it for you. It's going to be a big focus. Okay, so here, we started out with the kneeling lunge with chest expansion, and all the while focus on, so that's lots to do here. Even as you're doing these big sweeping movements, and you're targeting also your quads, right? But try to inhabit your back body. If you're a visual person, paint, have whatever it is, if you're Jackson Pollock type, have that color drain through your body into the other side. That's actually more color field painters. What's her name? Can't remember. Yeah, or watercolor on paper. That when you have a lot of, it's very wet, and the paint just finds its own way, and it kind of expands into the fiber. Have that be from the front to the back body. Okay, so now lean forward and then turn the left toes in and out. And I used to be afraid of and I see that, and not in y'all, but in people get really nervous about this position here because it's so wobbly, and they think that there's something wrong with that. But this is actually an important skill to cultivate balance in this kind of very narrow foundation. So be okay with the wobble. Turn the knee in and out. Heather, how's your knee? How are your knees in this position? Is this too much, or is it okay?
Oh, they're fine.
Okay. So you can always come out if it's too much. Right. All right. So what I like to do right before I go into the deepest stretch is I fire up those hamstrings, curl, do the full hamstring curl, And then lower yourself down into this while you're pressing as hard as you can into the floor. Now, where are you all feeling the stretch? Okay, muscle belly, that looks good. How about you, Erin? More, Erin, show again. Right, so Erin is a ballet person. That makes complete sense. She's overstretched her hamstrings and she's feeling it at her hamstring attachment, which is where I feel it. So ideally, you don't want to feel it there. It's a long recovery as overstretchers. Like there are 3 of us in the room right now, Heather, Erin, and me. So it takes a while. Okay, so it's not like basically one of the projects you can work on in Root to Rise is getting to where you're feeling the stretch in the belly of the muscle, not at the attachments. All right, slowly come up. So do a few of these. Wow, we've spent a long time in this position, right? But do your RDLs. All right, so again, and we've done this together before, like the standing runner stretch where we go down into the stretch and then catapult ourselves up by the power of the leg. That's this. Nice. And yeah, feel free to add the arms. Energy focus is the legs. The front leg is catapulting you up. Woo! Now go into the deepest stretch. Woo! Kiss your shin. And then slowly come up. Did we turn the leg in and out? Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Okay. Whew. Okay, I think I've had enough. Okay, let's come into downward facing dog. Wait, I think this clock is completely off. I'm like, it is 2:45 at the moment. Okay, 9:53. Interesting. Okay, from down dog. Hold on. Go ahead and walk forward to the front of the mat. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, fold forward. Rise up with the power of your hamstrings. By the power vested in your hamstrings, rise up. Reach up. Okay, brief warm up for Mace. So if you want to just be very efficient, just do the wrists, bring the arms forward, make a fist down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, down, in, up, out, down, in, up, out, other direction. And I recommend this for every level, even if you think you're warmed up. This is going to make a big difference. And I have to remind myself to not skip this ever. All right, now elbows. Also a good idea. Just warming up those elbows. Now, Erin, see how I'm like extending all the way out? Go for it. You're turning in, out. Use your pronators. These are the pronators of your forearm. Use them. Okay, use the supinators. All right, now another thing I would not skip is the rotation in the glenohumeral joint, right, your shoulder joint, as well as the movement of your shoulder blades on your back. And now you can use the head turn, so turn your head, especially if you have like perennially tight neck. Use the head turn to pulp the fascia, right? And yeah, and Erin was naturally doing this, even though I didn't even instruct her, but that would be the next step, is adding the hip root. And this, for the steel mace, we usually bend both knees at the same time. Woo, shake it out. Okay, warrior, we're doing one sun A, one sun B with focus on the hamstrings. So muscular energy, like hug your muscles to the bone all around, not just from the front. Right, so squeeze the legs together, apart from each other, lift your kneecaps, lift your butt cheeks up in the back. If that's not possible, lift the entire leg briefly and put it back down. Lift the other leg, put it back down. Keep that active. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Step or jump back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. 3 breaths here. Inhale. Full exhale. Deep inhale. Good. Full exhale. That was right. Third inhale. That. Third exhale. Look forward. Step or hop forward. You can use the stepping forward to straighten those, to stretch those hamstrings. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, fold. Deeper, 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 deeper. Squeeze the legs towards each other. Pull your belly button in towards the spine. And then push into the floor to rise all the way up. Reach up. Exhale your hands down. Bend your knees. Send your hips back. Inhale, reach up. Micro drag your legs back. That's a new expression. Micro drag. It's like reverse back hill, uphill skiing backwards. Firing up those hammies. Exhale, fold forward. Deeply. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. As you jump back, I'm going to challenge you all to engage your hamstrings as you're jumping your feet back. But engage your core, though. Go. Nice. That was good. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Stay there. Lift your right foot. Put it back down. Lift your left foot. Put it back down. Lift both feet. Just kidding. Oh, yeah, that works too. Downward facing dog. Breathe here. Even in down dog, activate those hamstrings. Yeah. And then, and you can straighten one leg and then the other. Yep. Engage your glutes though, Heather. I see
Okay.
das. I see das. I see
Yeah.
that. I see dich. All right, from here, jump through a handstand by using your hamstrings. If Jenna were in the room, I'd have to I'll assist her, but she would do it. Inhale, half lift, and then exhale, fold forward. Bend your knees, rise up into chair pose, reach the arms, fire up the back body by isometrically dragging your legs towards the back of the room. Also, everyone, sit your hips really far back. What that does is it does what? Guess. Sitting your hips back in chair pose engages what muscle group more? Glutes and hamstrings rather than the quads. Okay, so Heather, sit further back. Lean forward a little bit more. Sit further back. Further, 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 further. I see your hamstrings bulging now. That's great. Keith, sit your hips really far back. Further, 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 further back. There we go. I see your hamstrings bulging too. This is great. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Step or jump back using your hamstrings. Flick your legs back. It's a little risky, I know. Okay, chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. Lift your right foot, put it back down. Lift your left foot, put it back down. Nice. Downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. All right. From here, look forward. Jump. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold forward. Bend your knees, rise up, chair pose. Sit further back. And I forgot, like, while I was talking, I wasn't demonstrating. So for those watching the video, I'm sorry. We have to all do one more round so you can see it. Okay, so I was talking about shifting the hips way back. That does put a lot more weight to carry, which we want, on our glutes and our hamstrings. If you shift your knees forward, that's also good, but it trains different muscle groups. If you're trying to strengthen your quads, shift your knees forward. If you're trying to strengthen your glutes, shift your knees back. All right, from here, exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift.
What if you still
Exhale.
feel? What if you're still feeling your glutes? I mean, your quads a lot,
Um,
not
if you're
back far.
that's normal too. If you're feeling your
Oh, okay.
quads a lot, yeah, it is a lot of work for the quads no matter what, honestly.
Okay.
All right. So and also it means you need to probably do more of that. but also rolling out. All right, so from here, jumping back by using the hamstrings, I'm going to try to do it here. So I'm firing them before I go. All right, up dog. You got to really use your core, though, if you're going to do that, right? So you don't dip your hips down too far. All right, downward facing dog. That was good, Erin. Woo. Lift your right leg from down dog. Exhale, step it through. Oh, yeah, we haven't even done this. I don't know what we did before. It was just a bunch of sun A's, wasn't it? Okay, so warrior one, back heel down. How do you activate the back chain and the back leg?
You
Turn
push
your,
the foot back.
push the foot back. Yeah. And yeah, but so your back leg is a warrior two, has turned into a warrior two leg. So make sure you're squaring that hip still. It's still a closed hip position. Erin, you probably would benefit from shortening. Well, actually, it's good. Just widen your stance a little bit. Take your right foot out to the right a little bit more. More. That looks good. How do you engage your hamstrings on the front leg here?
You
Huh?
you pull the foot back in your mind.
Pull the foot back. Pull the foot back on the mat. That's right. And then, yes, and then you're loading it. Then you load it, which is also a lot of work for the hamstring. So slowly load down. Hover barely above the thigh. Barely. So as if like someone could slide a piece of paper through, but not much more, between your belly and your thigh. Getting there. Stay right where you are and lower your sits bone. Lower, sits bone. Left, right sits bone. Lower, bend your knee more. Bend your knee, bend your knee, bend your knee, bend your knee. Keith, bend your front knee. More. Move it past your toes. Yes. Okay, good. Woo! Hands to the floor. Ah, chaturanga. I think our hamstrings are definitely firing. Cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, rise, warrior one. If you had to have to choose which leg to fire first, I would recommend firing the back leg first. In part because it's usually the leg that we don't see and we kind of ignore it. It gets like a little short shrift sometimes. Okay, so drag the back foot back. And then drag the front foot back. Whoa, and do both. Are you feeling this? This is like the summer vacation grill fest. You're like grilling your hamstrings. All right, so from here, keep firing. Keep firing as you lean forward. Keith, are you doing your big jog after this or before? After. Okay, so yeah, I want to hear if that changed anything. All right, so here you're loading your hamstrings. Push hard through the front foot. Drag the front foot towards the back of the room. All right, slowly lower your hands to the floor. Plank. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. 3 breaths here. From here, look forward. Step or jump forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold forward. Bend your knees. Sit your hips way back. Reach the arms up. Chair pose. Mountain pose. Stand tall. Bring the hands down. One last round. Bend your knees. Send your hips back. Inhale, reach up. Inhabit your back body. Color it out. Kodachrome. Exhale, fold forward. Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Step or jump back using your hamstrings. Cobra or up dog. Lift your right foot up, put it back down. Lift your left foot back, both or not. Downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up. Fire the hamstrings of the top leg and the standing leg. Fire those as well. So drag the hamstrings, drag the left foot back in space. Drag it back. Ugh. Good. And then on the exhale, step that right foot all the way through. Back heel turning down. Rise up. Reach up. Drag the front foot towards the back foot. Drag the back foot back. Drag the front foot back. Lift yourself tall. And now we're going to go into the jackknife here. Okay, so you're going to come flat. You're using your body weight to load your front hamstrings. Bend the front knee more. And you can even go beyond the ankle. Try to lower the sits bones of the right leg. Lower down. Pull your belly away from your thighs. And then bring the hands to the floor. Plank. Chaturanga. Everything firing. Cobra or up dog. Muscular energy is your ticket here. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Hug the muscles to the bones. Keep losing my AirPods. All right, let's hold the lift. Did we do this already? No. Okay, so square your hips. Wait, Heather, you saying we did?
No, we didn't. No, we
Yeah,
didn't.
we didn't. Okay. Good. Activate your hamstrings. Split the legs apart. Step it all the way through. Back heel down. Rise up with hamstrings firing. Reach the arms up. Breathe. Fire the legs. Hug the muscles to the bones. Squeeze everything towards the midline. Drag the back foot further back. So don't move it, right? Drag the front foot towards the back foot. Fire everything up. Tuck your tailbone. Pull your belly button in. Reach up. And then slowly lower yourself onto the front thigh. Press through the front foot a lot. Pull your belly button up and in. 3 breaths here. If this is too hard, you can always shorten the lever by bringing the hands either to your chest or bow your waist. That's plenty of work, and it's a lot easier. All right, from here, bring the hands to the floor. Plank, fire everything. Fire your back chain here. Chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. And downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. And look forward. Step or hop forward to the front of the mat. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, fold forward. Bend your knees. Rise up, chair pose. Straighten your legs. Hands down. Take a moment. Maybe put your hands on your chest. And because we're focusing on the back chain, put one hand somewhere on your back body. So the easiest is just put it back like here. You can put it on your glutes, on your back rib cage, so that you're contacting not just your front, but also your back. Fill it out. Try choosing a color if you haven't already, a color that you like, and have that. In art, it's called bleeding through on purpose, right? But have that like that color extending from the front body back into the back body. All right, release the hands, open your eyes. We are more than warmed up I'm going to do a really short learn it round. The first one, wait a minute. First is front swing, even though we're talking about back body, but start at the back of your mat. And I'm not mirroring here because I'm showing it sideways. So take the mace on your left hand and just place it there on the left of your mat. Start by centering the joint, which is actually an internal rotation. The glenohumeral joint is happiest when it's plugged in. This is the way it plugs in best. Okay, now that the bones are lined up, now fire the muscles around it. So external rotators, turn the arm out and make sure the thumb is also nicely curled around the mace. Now create a hip hinge, crown to coccyx alignment, and then we're just practicing. And Erin, you have not done front swing yet, right? So here, you're creating this movement from the legs and not really at all from the arm. And guess what? What are the muscles that are producing this movement? Mainly the hamstrings
Glutes.
and the glutes. Exactly. Right? So use them. Right? Unfortunately, we can do these movements with other muscles, which is called compensation. Right? And so very often, because we are front facing, we compensate with a lot of other muscles, but reallocate that job into the glutes, the hamstrings, the back chain. Good. And Erin, you at some point you can stop putting that mace down in the back and just have it swing forward and swing back, swing forward, swing back. Okay, just don't let go. All right, and relish this part where you're upright. Again, back chain is on. You're not forward leaning at this point. And here we go. And inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Okay, so that's this one option. And Heather, control the mace a little bit. So keep it kind of down by like 45 degrees. It was swinging
Okay.
a little too high.
Okay.
Okay, so you want to keep the nozzle pointing towards the floor, more or less. Okay, so this is called a bayonet switch from one hand to another. So go ahead and do the bayonet switch and keep it on that new side. Okay, so that's the way we would switch after 45 seconds. That's what we will switch. Okay, so that's the first one, first exercise. The second one it's called a good morning torch. Take your feet wide, ring the mace out. And you can, if you want, if you prefer, you can turn this way, but this should be fine. This is such a nice floor. So, and here, do all the things. So apply all the things you've switched on today. So mainly it is back chain activation before you even go down. So find that what's called extension. So it's this. Find this. Fire these babies up. So back heel upward skiing, all the stuff, and keep those turned on as you go parallel to the floor. And you're going to really have to hold heavy, like really pull the mace towards you and stop when you're parallel to the floor. Now that work continues, dig the heels into the floor as hard as you can to come up. So you're like flicking yourself up using your back chain. Okay, so inhale down and exhale up. Inhale, exhale. Keep going. And good. Now, Heather, your knees are micro rotating inwards just a little bit. So
Okay.
watch that.
Okay.
Better. There you go. And I'm gonna keep my hand here. Wow, you have knots here. You need to roll this out. Push back into my hand as hard as you can. More. Good. That, right? That's the feeling. Now push back into my hand, Erin, as you come up. As you come up. More. That's not enough. Push back into my hand with the leg. Yeah, press it back. Press it back like you're going to do an arabesque. Press the leg back into my hand. That. Now go back down. And come up. That's right. Do you feel that? That was a big difference. I mean, I feel it. Could go down again. Press back into my hand. Don't let me push your legs forward like this. That's good. That. And so using your glutes is part of it. Okay? Next one is front swing with cast. So it's this, and then you stop the movement here. Okay, so it's the front swing, and then you stop at this pose, which is, this position is called,
Pass.
it's called order. But yeah, I mean, this would be a side. That would be a flag, right? But yeah, order. So this is front swing to order is what this is called. And then you can add, so front swing to order to cast to order. So this is called front swing with cast to order. So it's like stringing all these movements together, basically. But when you see it on a list, that's what it's called. It's called front swing with cast to order. Again, you can just, if you just started, it's plenty complicated to do this and practice that. It's actually really nice. Allow, now Aaron, I'm going to watch you. Okay, Aaron, watch. So before you lean forward, let the mace drop and let it pull you forward. Let the mace globe drop, straighten your arm. Yeah. You feel that? So wait for the kinetic impulse. Yeah, that's right. All right, side two. Bayonet switch. So you would do the switch from this position. Switch to the other side. Order. Swing. Order. Front swing. Order. Cast. Order. Front swing. Okay? That requires a lot of core. Where, in what part of the movement does this require core engagement, especially? Quiz question.
In cast.
Yeah, when you're lifting the mace overhead, really. So try it without engaging your core. That would be like not engaging your core. All right, so you got to really like tighten your torso when you're lifting the mace overhead. Good. Okay, next one, and this is the last one, is you have to place your mace down and then get on the floor. You're going to love this one. Just kidding. I don't know a single person who loves this one, but it's good for you. Lift your right leg and go ahead and try to grab that big toe with the left hand. So we're going to use this just for a brief stretch so you know how far you can go. This is how far you can take it. This is your passive range of motion. Let go and keep that angle. And now reach for it again and lift your shoulder up. And don't actually hold on to the foot, but go further, right? So that is the scissor kick. Right now, lift your left leg up off the floor a little bit and reach. That is the full expression of your scissor kick. Okay? And then you're going to switch sides. And we're going to set it up carefully, okay? So just basically, this is a good like warm up, even though we're already very warmed up, but this is the warm up. So grab either the knee or the shin or the foot to give yourself a nice stretch here. Okay? Now let go and lift the right leg off the floor. That's core. Lift your right shoulder off the floor. That's core. Okay? Switch. Keep going. Woo. Oh. So I'm preparing a full library of these. When I filmed this, I almost died. It was so hard because I did 3 rounds. So thankfully, well, so, you're going to be doing that too. But okay, so from here, go ahead and rock to standing. And let's start. We're going to do the full thing, okay? Reach the arms up. Exhale your hands down. What I'm going to do for this recording is I'm going to flag the time. If you want to just do this portion, because the idea is to do this 3 times in a row and as fast as you can 2 days from now. So repeat the 2 rounds tomorrow, 3 rounds the next day. So I'm going to tell you where to scroll forward to so that you only have to do this part and you just repeat it. Okay, so I'm hoping we might be able to get 2 rounds in. We'll see. I know we can do that by shortening the rest time, which is evil. But we're going to shorten it. So we're going to start with a front swing. The next one is Good Morning Torch. The next one is front swing with all the extras. And then the last one is scissor kicks. Okay? Hold on, I'm looking for my Tabata timer. Oh yeah, so I am doing the Shred Fit in person at my house on Saturday. Just a reminder, because it's the last time I'm here, and then I'll do the online lab next Saturday. I can do that from Germany, so 11:30. Yeah, and you could just ride with me to Claremont afterwards if you want. Okay, here we go. You ready? Grab it. Oh, sorry, I'm gonna actually give us a little more time. 5, 4, 3, 2. Left side. 1. Go. Good. And so I'm gonna, whenever I'm facing the camera, let's say that I'll try to be better about mirroring when I'm facing the camera. So if you see that, let's see if that's a good arrangement. It's always a little complicated when to mirror and when not to. But all right, good. Aaron, you're just moving. So let the arm move. I just saw you just moving the wrist. Do the entire. Okay, switch sides, everyone. Now, another extra that you can do here is lift your heels when your mace is swinging forward. That is still something I'm not completely like fail proof at, right? So there's always something to add, there's always just enough difficulty that you can add so you don't get bored. And we're trying to get into flow state. One marker of flow state is that it's sufficiently challenging, but not too challenging, right? 4, 3, 2, 1. Good morning, torch. Take your feet wide. This is where I like the circular mat idea because we don't want to keep turning around all the time. All right, so here we go. Wait, hold on. We have like 3 more seconds. Okay, now go. Go. Apply all the lessons, all the micro mini lessons that we had today. Engaging that back body. So think of summer as a time where we do it energetically, have this extra energy, and so it's a good time to get strong in areas that we sometimes don't have enough energy for, right? So then by the time December rolls around, you'll be all filled out and have a greater capacity in all directions. All right, switch hands. Now, as an independent, empowered mover, if you get bored here, what could you do? One would be just concentrate more. The other is you could come on tiptoes when you're up. I mean, you could be creative and try, or maybe just crazy, and try to stay on tiptoes as you go down, which is not something I recommend right at this moment, unless you've been, unless you're superwoman. Okay, here we go. Rest. The next one is what?
The one with
cast. It's cast. Finger
Yeah, front
cast.
swing with cast. That's right. And here we go. Keep going. And I've just been thinking about what we're doing here, right? So one really big goal is to know and increase your knowledge to the point where you're in your movement, you're in your yoga class, and you know what to focus on, right? Different people have different things that they need to work on. For me, it's core. I always like, oh yeah, hug my ribs in. Keith doesn't have that problem. So for Keith, it would be more like, okay, can I extend my arm higher? Can I get that elbow higher up? Ugh. For someone else, it might be more like, can I be balanced? Can I not fall over, right? Okay, other side, but none of us have that. All right, but here also, are your limbs moving in a functional way? Are your knees tracking along where they're supposed to, or are they wobbling? Is your mace wobbling? Or is it going in a straight line in the sagittal plane, which is one thing we're tracking, we're working on. Now, if you're like a very toned athlete like Keith, his internal rotators are short and strong. External rotators, so like there is an internal rotation that has, so like I would have you working on keeping the elbow in for sure. It's hard, right? And so for Aaron, who's working on arm strength, same instruction, but for different reasons, right? So for Aaron, it'd be like, keep your elbow, and Aaron and Heather, keep your elbow in so you're strengthening the external rotators. Okay, rest and get to the floor. Here we go. Go. If it hurts your back or your knees, feel free to bend the knees. All right, so lift the shoulder off the floor. Actually, both shoulders. Just the one that's reaching is a little higher than the other, okay? That's good. Y'all are so strong. So Keith, I'm going to give you an extra challenge. Lower your head almost to the floor, almost, and then come back up every time. Yeah, But you have to speed that up because it would be this, right? Okay. Keep going. That was just half.
Oh.
Yeah. I know. The longest 90 seconds. That's one way to create more time. If you've ever wondered, if you ever find yourself running out of time, just do something hard and very repetitive for 90 seconds. Okay, so 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ah! All right, get up. No hands, Mom. You got this. Yes. Woo. Okay, so that was first round. I'm game for going over 10 minutes. Is everyone okay with that, or do you have to? Okay. All right, let's go. So this will be, depending on your conditioning, this might be a low or moderate intensity day, and we'll figure that out in a minute. Okay, go. Front swing.
Okay.
And I started with the mace on my left, but it really doesn't matter as long as you switch. just try this out. It's a little awkward. Try to get 360s in there, but switch sides. Can you let the arm swing more passively? You're doing a lot of lifting with the arm. It really should be more passive. Rest 15 seconds. Next one is easy-ish. It's not that much cardio, right? But all right, you got 5 more seconds. Go. Now this, if you're looking for more, complexity to add, this does lend itself to a 360, right? If that is already in your repertoire, when you come up, the bottom hand is the bottom hand in the swing. 'Switch hands. Twelve seconds to go. Okay, keep the mace by your pubic bone, like right here. Keep it close to your body. Right, yeah. All right, rest. One way you can start. Here's one little fun little thing. You can grab this mace and then punch it ceremoniously down. Yeah. Okay, next is front swing with cast, right? Here we go. Left hand. Keep going. Let me know if there are any questions. But opposite hand. I failed to give instructions for the opposite hand, so really punch that hand down so you're engaging the obliques. Bayonet switch, side 2. Opposite hand, Aaron, ballet would never be permitted to be like this, right? So have energy in it. Either in ballet it would be like this kind of energy, right? But here is a straight down. Nice. There. That. It's this so that yeah. So when I say punch straight down, I mean like by your sides so that you're forcing your oblique of the opposite oblique to fire. Okay. Woo. Rest. Feel the energy. If you don't feel it in your back body, get it there. Do whatever you need to do to get it into your back body. All right, get down. Let's go.
Oh, push.
Scissor kicks. going. Shh. Oh, keep going. That was just halfway. Uh-huh. Straighten that leg if you can. Oh, nice. Shh. Shh. And I like what Heather's doing. I know she has this neck issues, so if it's too much on the neck, you can use your hands to cradle the neck instead of reaching. But, that is like a different, it's less of a hamstring stretch unless you
Right.
make it so. Ah, you have to really work on actively stretching those legs. Oh, now I'm feeling my core. Oh my gosh. Woo. All right, get up. Oh. Woo. No hands. Yes. All right, rest. All right, find your pulse. So on your high intensity day, you would be doing this 3 times. And you probably have this memorized by now. So you might not even need all this, but you need the timer. All right, hold on. When I say start, start. Start. Stop. Okay, mine was as predicted, 38, which is pretty high. So what's yours? 21. You make me sick. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. That's amazing. What's 28? Also amazing. That's really good. Those are good numbers. Mine is too high. I didn't sleep well, so like my HRV is pretty. Ugh. But so multiply that by 4. If you're tracking in your manual, write that down for today. That was your heart rate, and then oh, I thought we did it, but well, it's okay. You know. Um, But make sure you also fill out that sheet where you calculate which heart rate is 70% of your heart rate max and which is 85%. 70% of heart rate max is moderate intensity, 80% is high intensity. By this calculation, there are many different types, and this is contested because it uses your age to determine how fit you get to be. So that's like, and yeah, I mean, you can do the Apple Watch and see what your like what's your highest thing. That would be your max, right? So, okay, so let's just do this very brief post activation potentiation with so using the mace with the yoga poses, which Aaron we usually don't have time. We actually going over again, but I'm gonna start August. I'm going to start on time. So okay, so take your mace on the left, reach up, and then bring your mace to your chest and then fold forward. Oh, look how long the hamstrings. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Reverse guard. And then torch. If you're not sure about these, don't worry. We're going to just speed through it. So stand on your right leg, lift the left leg up, place it back. Big warrior 1 power into your back leg. If you have a heavier mace, this is a lot more. Engage your core. All right, from here, lower the mace. If 360s are in your repertoire, do one. If not, wait. All right, from here, open up into Warrior 2, and you can just leave the mace like it is. And now take the mace about the middle of the left with the left hand, and then reach it way up. So this is a good side stretch. You're leaning your right arm on your thigh, and that weight should give you a nice little side body stretch. You feeling that? Okay, good. All right, option. So we're already almost in triangle. So look down, look at that knee, straighten that leg, and here you are. Maybe, and this is one reason I wanted to do the yoga, is because we open the hamstrings, you might be able to get further down than usual. All right, for me, that is definitely the case. So the way Iyengar shows it in Light on Yoga is he has his hand flat on the floor, which I usually can't do, but I can now. All right, this. Oh, twist through your upper back and look down, bend your front knee. Bend the top elbow and marry the elbow back into your rib before you come up, okay? Because that's a little tricky. Warrior one, torch. Reach up. Place the mace down, mace globe on your, I don't remember, somewhere. Plank, chaturanga, up dog. That's the vinyasa part. Downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Enjoy your hamstrings. And start walking the feet forward to the front of your mat. Grab the mace, bend your knees, bring the mace to your chest, come straight up, reach up. All right? Bring the mace down into prayer position. Bend your knees, pour all your weight into your left leg. Lift the right leg up. Step it back with a shirt. Like this is, you're being an expert here because you can't see the leg, but you can feel it. All right, torch. 3 breaths here. Pack, shoulder pack. Good, Aaron. Pack your shoulders down away from your ears. Keep your arms straight. All right, slowly. Bring it home. Wait a minute. We had reverse guard. I'm sorry. Like I have the mace in your right hand and the left hand in reverse guard. Now pull it, extend it straight up into horizontal overhead. Good. From here, bring it back into reverse guard, back into prayer position. Okay, and then go ahead and rotate really your back leg and your hip. So you're facing the long edge of your mat. Take the mace into your right hand, the middle of the mace. Lean your left hand, left thigh, left elbow on your thigh. Extend the mace up. Engage your core and let this is challenging if you have a heavier mace. Really let that go into your upper back so that if you're working on upper back mobility, this is a great one. Right, Aaron, make sure you pack your shoulders down. The top shoulder is rolling up and forward a little bit. No, don't do that. Excuse me. That. Yeah. All right. Triangle pose. This is your. This is you're progressed from wherever you were before. Definitely progressed in terms of hamstring length. That looks really good, Keith. Nice. All right, look down, bend your front knee. Bend the top elbow, bring it into your waist. Warrior one, brief torch, boom. Take the mace globe into your right hand, place it down, very, very quick. Same poses, but quickly, just to feel how light it is, okay? So you're gonna do a chaturanga, an up dog, and a downward facing dog. All right, inhale your right leg up. Exhale, step it through. I don't know why the AirPods keep falling off today. Warrior one, reach up. Oh, light as a feather. And then warrior two. Lean on your front thigh, top arm by your ear. Oh, triangle pose. Twist through your upper back. More. Top shoulder stacking over the bottom shoulder. Top shoulder, Aaron, not top hand. Top shoulder stacking the bottom shoulder. Top shoulder. Take it back in space. Take the hand forward, Aaron. Yes. And the shoulder back. Yes. Look down, bend your front knee. Come up, warrior two. Warrior one. Plank. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Left leg lifts. Step it through. Back heel down. Inhale, rise, reach up. Warrior one. La. Feel the lightness of being. For me, it feels less light, but very, very embodied. I feel very solid. Okay, warrior two. And notice how it feels for you. Like, so get used to scanning your scanning your experience for knowledge, for awareness, for imagery. Okay, so from here, extended side angle pose. And whenever you find a state that you like, right, it's like, I like feeling like this, right? Program that into your system as a setting that you can go to anytime. All right, slowly come up, warrior two. Oh, sorry. We went into triangle pose from here. Go for it. Nice. Beautiful. Nice. Good. From here, go ahead and bend your front knee. Come up, warrior two. And then you're going to have to lift the back foot off the floor and square your hips. Yeah. Nice. Warrior one. Plank. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. 3 breaths here. Mm-mm-mm. Good. From here, option, jump through. Now, the reason I'm suggesting this is because your hamstrings are open, and sometimes it's easier to get there. Jump through, sit down, lie down. Hamstring stretch. What? Another one? Lift your right leg up. But yeah, this is different, right? This is where the traditional hamstring stretch. So gently hug your leg wherever you're at and push the leg down into the hip socket. Yeah. That's muscular energy right there in Anusara Yoga. Always a good thing. So solidifying your joints. And before you go to the other side, do something called organic energy. That's a spreading out, right? So you center the joint. Now you're using the energy and you can be free to create stuff. So from your hips, scissor your legs out and up. Like create, you're in a movement, like you're doing the splits, but you're creating more activity there in just that one side. So split the legs apart, scissor them apart as hard as you can. That is the ta-da moment, organic energy, and then relax. That's the open to grace there. Side two. Grab your left thigh, interlace your hands around your thigh, and or like if you're like Erin, who's super open in her hamstring, she has her hands on her the sole of her foot. So I'm going to have her pressing the sole of the foot or even the heel down towards the hip. Yeah. So wherever you're at, whether you're just you encircling your thigh or you have your hand on your foot, push it down like towards in the direction of the joint, the hip joint. Keep this position. And so rather than scissoring you can start by scissoring the legs together, which is again a muscular energy thing. Scissor the legs towards each other, but then scissor them apart from each other. That is the organic. See how that's quite different? Both of them help to stretch the hamstrings. They're just doing different types of stretching. All right, so I'm letting go with the hands and trying to keep that range of motion. That's your active range of motion. Scissor legs apart. Go, 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 go. And then relax. Bend your knees. Put your feet on the floor. Drop both knees to the right and then to the left. Bring your right. I feel like Apanasana, which is just hugging the thighs to the chest. So feel free to do either happy baby or Apana asana, which is downward flowing energy pose. And then relax out. If you feel like doing another pose, feel free to do bridge or something, but we're gonna just spend 30 seconds here in Shavasana. Stay right where you are. And one more invitation to inhabit your back body in whatever way is most natural to the way you tick, right? Some people, again, are very visual. Some people are more like, where it's like, some people are like, they just feel more like the somatics in terms of physical feeling. For some people, those are connected. Maybe you're a verbal person, right? So use a word that signifies back body for you, maybe even back body, or, so it depends on what type of person you are. What is your modality? Use that to inhabit your back body. And then from here, keep in touch with your back body as you begin to move your limbs, which is usually mainly into the front plane, but not necessarily. So you can even as you start moving, rather than just moving into the front plane, can you also move into the back plane, right? So pressing actively into the floor as you bend your knees, pressing the arms into the floor. So this creates some twisting action. Can you press the back of the head into the floor? Can you relax the eyes and not have them bulge forward? Right? So that's more of a imagery, but inhabit the back body. And then go ahead and make your way into a seated position, favoring the back body. Take a moment. And then bring your hands together in front of your heart center. And let's sing one Om together and have that Om not just projecting forward, have it projecting backwards into, as if you're a singer, you know exactly what I mean. That is actually a thing, right? You want the sound to go into the back of your jaw and into other areas of your back body. So inhale deeply, exhale all your air out. Deep inhale for Om. Instead of bowing forward, I'm going to invite you to stay upright, inhabiting the back body, and just lift the hands up towards your third eye. So the fingertips touching your eyebrow or a little bit higher for the namaste. Namaste.
Namaste.
All right.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
y'all. Thank
Thank you.
you.